Kylie Minogue's ninth studio album Body Language was released in November 2003 and was the follow-up to her international platinum-selling album Fever. Whilst Body Language is not an album that most will think of when they think of a popular Kylie album, it is one of her career-defining moments and marked a significant shift in Kylie's career. Having released the final single from the Fever album in November 2002, Kylie started working on her follow-up, which would become Body Language. Kylie enlisted a diverse group of writers and producers to aid in creating the new album, including Kathy Dennis, a longtime collaborator who also worked with Kylie on her smash hit, Can't Get You Out of My Head. Johnny Douglas worked as a producer on the album and co-wrote some of its tracks. He brought his expertise in electronic and dance music to the project, contributing to the album's contemporary sound. Curtis Mantronic, known for his work in electronic and hip-hop music, was also involved in the production of Body Language. His contributions added a fresh and modern edge to the album's tracks. Karen Poole, a British songwriter, collaborated with Kylie on several tracks, including Cruise Control, Almost a Lover, and Sweet Music. Her songwriting skills helped convey the album's emotional depth, which Karen has been known to do with her previous work penning tracks for other artists, including the Sugababes and Will Young. When making the album, Kylie wanted to focus on a more mature sound and created a clear departure from her previous albums, Light Years and Fever, which mainly featured disco-oriented dance pop tracks. Kylie, recognizing at the time being in her mid-30s, wanted an album that reflected where she was in her life and career, slowing this down, pun intended, and instead explores genres like synth-pop, R&B, and hip-hop. Lyrically, the album touches on more mature themes of enjoyment, flirting, and sex. One of the most striking aspects of Body Language is its distinctive aesthetic. The album cover, the visuals, and the overall theme exude sensuality and sophistication. Kylie embraced a more minimalist and sophisticated look, and this album truly reflects her artistic evolution. Body Language differed from Kylie's prior albums in a few different ways. The album took a bold step away from the pop sound that had characterized much of Kylie's earlier career. Instead, the album embraced a more electronic and dance-oriented sound, incorporating elements of electropop, R&B, and hip-hop. This departure from her previous more straightforward pop sound gave the album a fresh and contemporary feel. Along with the change in musical direction, Kylie adopted a sultrier and sexier image for the Body Language era. The album's promotional materials, music videos, stage designs, and live performances featured a more mature and seductive Kylie, which was a departure from her previous, often more innocent or playful personas, adopting a minimalist and sophisticated aesthetic. The lyrical themes of Body Language explored sensuality, desire, and adult relationships in a more explicit and mature way than her previous work. Tracks like Slow, Secret, Take You Home, and Redblooded Woman delved into themes of intimacy and attraction. Body Language showcased a willingness to experiment with production techniques and electronic elements. The use of electronic beats, synths, and vocal effects helped give the album its distinctive sound and set it apart from her previous releases. Unlike some of her earlier albums that featured a mix of genres and styles, Body Language maintained a consistent sound and theme throughout, creating a cohesive listening experience. Even the bonus tracks and songs that were recorded during the Body Language era that did not make the album had a very cohesive sound and style. Kylie Minogue's artistic evolution was evident in Body Language. She demonstrated growth as a musician and performer, and her willingness to explore new musical territory showed her versatility as an artist. Kylie has continued to do this most recently with her albums Golden and Disco. The album was generally received well critically, with many praising Kylie for stepping away from pure pop, showcasing a different side to her music.
Something you set out to do, to push the boundaries, but also keep the fans happy.
Yeah. To be able to look back and see Light Years, we reclaimed pop. Fever, we pushed it and went more electro, and Can't Get You Out of My Head says it all, really. And then to try and find another space where I can maintain the sound that people know, but just experiment with it. And I think Slow is... I'm still amazed that it's #1. I really am.
There were some reviews which noted that there weren't many catchy hits compared to her previous songs, with some struggling to understand the direction Kylie decided to take. Regardless, the album peaked at #2 on the Australian chart and #6 in the UK, with the album going platinum in both countries. The album spawned 3 singles. The lead single, Slow, is an 80s-inspired electropop and synth-pop track. It utilises a very simple and minimalist style of production and was described as an electro-pop meets disco fusion. The single was critically acclaimed by music critics, with many referencing the song as being the closest to that of Kylie's previous album, Fever. This could also be the reason Kylie decided to release this as the first single due to the sonic similarity. The song peaked at #1 in the Australia, UK and Europe. The second single from Body Language, Redblooded Woman, was released 6 months after Slow and is a R&B style song, with some comparing it to the work of American music artists Justin Timberlake and Timbaland. The song would go on to peak in the top 10 in Australia and the UK. Critically, the song was praised for showcasing her clear departure from pop, with Kylie taking on a more urban style sonically and visually. Songs Cruise Control and Almost a Lover were the B-sides to this single, which in my opinion are 2 of the best songs recorded during the Body Language era. The third and final single from the album was Chocolate. Chocolate is a ballad which references different chocolates to reference how Kylie feels about her lover. The song has been described as a quiet storm ballad, which is a form of R&B made popular in the 1970s, blending elements of funk and jazz. The original version of the song featured rapper Ludacris. However, it is rumoured that after this information got out amongst Kylie's fans, which saw a negative reaction, the rap was pulled from the song and an additional verse was added to the song. The original version featuring Ludacris has since leaked online. You can still briefly hear his backing vocals on the album version of the song. In Australia, Chocolate debuted and peaked at #14, becoming her first single since Your Disco Needs You to miss the top 10. Its chart run was brief and lasted for 4 weeks. Elements of funk are also present and are notably clear on tracks like Sweet Music and I Feel For You. Secret, Take You Home received considerable coverage as it features a coquettish rap section delivered by Kylie. The album also contains ballads such as the mentioned Quiet Storm-influenced Chocolate, as well as Obsession, which sees Kylie again lower the tempo. Kylie's vocal delivery on the album is mostly seductive and breathy in tone, similar to that of Janet Jackson, adding more depth and emotion. The album is also littered with references to other songs. Redblooded Woman contains a reference to British band Dead or Alive's 1985 song You Spin Me Round, Like a Record. The title of the song I Feel For You is the same as the 1979 and 1984 song by Prince and Shaka Khan, although it's not a cover of the song. Secret, Take You Home directly refers to Lisa Lisa and Cult Jam's 1984 song I Wonder If I Take You Home. Kylie also sings, quote, Don't confuse emotions with the pleasure principle, end quote, referring to Janet Jackson's 1987 song, The Pleasure Principle. A number of tracks recorded during the Body Language era did not make the album, with most appearing as B-sides or bonus tracks for different territories, including Japan and Australia. The Body Language era had a lot of songs that did not make the album, and instead were used as B-sides or left unreleased. These included Almost a Lover, Boombox, City Games, Cruise Control, I'm Just Here for the Music, I'm Sorry, My Image Unlimited, On the Up, Slow Motion, Soul on Fire, Trippin' Me Up and You Make Me Feel. All of these songs can be found in their finished versions and could make up another album with how good they are. There are a list of other songs rumoured to have been recorded by the singer which have never leaked or been released online. There were even rumours that Kylie had begun working on some songs that were produced by the Neptunes, who were incredibly popular during this time. However, Kylie has denied that these tracks exist. As we reflect on Body Language today, it's evident that this album marked a pivotal moment in Kylie's career, allowing her to take a step away from pop, becoming more experimental. It showcased her versatility as an artist and cemented her status as a pop icon. If you haven't already, make sure to give the album a listen and let me know below your favourite track from the album. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more music content. Thanks for watching.